It's 20 years to the day since a full house at Molineux watched Wolves kick off their last campaign in the old First Division. Their last trip to Old Trafford left them rock bottom of the table and facing the drop. Much worse would follow.
They spent an awful lot of money on one stand and the rest of the ground had been neglected. They'd come down from the top flight to the bottom flight in consecutive seasons. The whole atmosphere of the club, there was, if you can get defeatism into the fabric of a club, it was there. You could sense it.
The days of big names like Hibbett, Richards and Gray were gone. Crippled by debt, the famous old club sank into the Football League basement. The ground, in the wake of the Bradford fire, was closed on two sides.
All they had was plastic stopping the water, so when it was raining it was just coming straight through the change rooms. It was flooded, there was cockroaches everywhere, and it wasn't very nice actually, so getting changed, so you always had to check your shoes to see what was in them. So it was one of them.
Apart from deep eating, no ends in the bottom.
In 1986, the club faced the threat of dropping out of the league altogether. Graham Turner became their fifth manager in 2.5 years.
When I went to visit the ground, it was a real shock. Two sides of the ground were closed, buckets everywhere to catch the dripping water, rats everywhere. The place was a broken down tip, apart from one magnificent stand on the one side. Gates were down to between 2,000 and 3,000. Everybody had deserted basically the sinking ship.
The low point came in the FA Cup against part-timers Chorley. Watching in the stands were two young players who Turner just signed from West Brom's reserves.
Every time I went up to Chorley on our own, we watched the Chorley game and thought what's going on, didn't we?
Well, the first half. Then we got in the lounge at the second half and we were like, what have we done?
The following morning when I went in, you sat in the old broken down stand, the old office there. It was just such a devastating experience to be part of.
I know all the papers are going fine on now, and they're coughing for Wolves, they're going out to in liquidation and everything, stuff like that. But it's amazing how it just turned around. And it's the same in these days, when you get fresh faces in the team, it picks the team up, and I think that's what it actually did at that time, didn't it?
Slowly, at first, things began to improve.
We felt that suddenly we started to get a bit of success, and some of it came out of adversity. I remember one Friday morning, we hadn't got anywhere to train. So the car park, it was rutted, there was stones, there was drains sticking up.
All we had was two cones either end. There were even cars, we used to dribble around cars and everything. There was still on there in the morning. Because we used to try and cordon it off when we come in the morning to stop people going on it, but a couple of them got on, so we used to have to bounce the cars to get them out of the way.
Oh, what a superb finish. And ball's in, yes!
50 goals in each of his first two full seasons helped Wolves win back-to-back championships of the 4th and 3rd divisions.
He always said to me about the one where he scored with his left foot. He said, did you see that? And he's shaking his left leg. I know, and it couldn't have been. He must have bobbled, didn't
You saw it. You couldn't believe it yourself.
The data not clear for Burnley. And a goal from Andy Nutt.
Silverware at Wembley in front of 50,000 fans. Wolves were on the up again. The whole town was buzzing.
Put into perspective, we did keep the club alive. We did bring it back to some respectability. Okay, we didn't take that final step into Premiership, but we did play a significant part in the revival of the club.
In 1990, in steps Sir Jack Hayward, a lifelong fan with big money plans to carry on the revival. The final hurdle took longer than expected to overcome.